Welcome to the Brad and Taylor Show. Today we have Julian Wayne.
You're listening to the Brad and Taylor Show, a podcast that inspires entrepreneurs to pursue their passions. We're sitting down with some of the best to learn how they got started and some lessons they learned along the way.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. How are you guys today?
We're good.
We're doing good. Well, let's get this show started. Tell us a little bit about you. What do you do?
Hey, so I'm Julian Wayne. I'm with Serenity Realty. We're a local Northwest Ohio real estate company. We also have offices in the Columbus area and Southeast Michigan. We have a few offices now, also in the eastern side of Northwest Ohio that we just opened up recently. We also just opened up a auction division that is just going to start flourishing hopefully here soon. So we're really growing a lot. Got a lot of new agents on board. So we're loving the new love.
I like it. So when you were younger, is this what you had planned?
No. So when I was younger, actually, I really wanted to be like a pilot or an air traffic controller. For some reason, I had a fascination with the flight simulator and stuff like that. And I realized once I didn't like roller coasters, stuff like that, it probably would be a bad area for me to go into. So led me into multiple different careers so far, but landed in real estate.
I like it. Actually, I was a pilot too. I went to school and everything for it. And
that's awesome.
So I did it for a career for a while. So that's funny. So then what made you get into real estate then?
So I went through a few different careers. I started where a lot of people doing fast food when I was young. And then I went into auto parts. I sold a lot of auto parts, drove them around, delivered them, stuff like that. And then I got lucky and got a job in logistics. I did freight brokering for 3 years. Really built up a lot of sales experience, talking to people. I was like a account management level. So I'd be the middleman between us moving the freight and the customer that needed the freight moved. So I got a lot of experience in communication and stuff like that. And once COVID hit, that industry it just got crazy and really stressful. And I didn't really like the lifestyle. It just wasn't working. So I took a nosedive into real estate. I quit my job probably way too early and just took a big chance. And luckily in the first year so far, it's really paid off.
So you've been licensed for a year then, right?
Just over a year now. Beginning of October was my 1 year mark, and I was lucky enough and fortunate enough to help 16 people in real estate transactions throughout that year. So
not bad.
Year.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. Is there any advice that you got at the beginning, starting out, that kind of helped you along the way?
The best advice I got, and it took a while for me to really mature to, was not let everything overwhelm you and get stressed out all the time. In the first 16 transactions, I think maybe 2 or 3 of them went perfectly fine, no issues. So a majority of the time you're going to run into issues, but I take every single deal, even deals that I have working right now, as learning experiences. I'm lucky and fortunate enough to work with really good agents in the area so far. I've gotten a lot of good advice from a lot of really big hitters and people that know what they're doing, and built really good relationships with them too. So hopefully down the line, that'll help me help people get into homes and really profit off them if they're selling.
Yeah, absolutely. Take us to your first transaction. How did that go and how did you get it?
Funny story. So it was a lead source, and it was all the way out it said Bryan, Ohio, and I was willing to go anywhere. I live in Sylvania. I was like, whatever, I'll go anywhere. I don't care. So I go out there, and there was this really nice young couple looking for their first home. They were like the unicorn buyer, as I say. They had all the money they needed saved up, fantastic credit scores, great jobs. They really knocked it out of the park. So we got them pre-approved. We went to look at houses one weekend. We found one that they loved, and we found it. It was in Edgerton, Ohio, which is, if you're familiar, it's about 10 minutes from Indiana. So the
Not
first
very
deal
close.
was way out there. And if you look at my Zillow map, it's like a bunch around Toledo, and then one you got to zoom out to see it. It's all. that was my first one. They're amazing people. Sam was their name. She was awesome. I still talk to them today. I comment on their Facebook posts and stuff. So, like I said, building relationships is what I love about this job.
Yep, and that's how you do it. You got to keep those relationships going. That way, when they want their next home, who are they going to call?
Exactly.
Yep.
Got to stay fresh with that.
You got it. What is the worst property or showing that you've seen over the last year? Any of them that stick out to you?
So I don't like to see properties for their worst characteristics. I've gone to places that didn't have floors, and the places that just need a lot of TLC, and I've seen those places get rejuvenated. So, knowing that the potential's there, I try not to see the worst in things. I do have the most interesting one that I saw was with a buyer recently. We went to a house that we saw in the pictures looked like it was really short. And I was like, maybe it's just the pictures. It is what it is. It had a really cool, like, second story grass bed area. I don't know. It was an interesting place. I was like, let's go look at it. So we got there, and the roof, when we walked up, I was like eye level with the roof. Like I could put my hand
Wow.
up. And I was like, oh no. So we went inside, and you had to just about crouch through every doorway and stuff. It was an interesting place. I mean, every place has its own thing, but that was like the quirkiest one I would say I've ever been into.
Did you have to like step down into the front doorway, or like steps going down into it?
It was like it was level. Like you went up, but the house didn't. And I mean, it was cool. It was an awesome little house. I mean, it was probably perfect for someone out there, but me and my buyer were just like, this is interesting. We've never seen anything quite like it.
So I take it the buyer did not get that one.
No. We ended up getting another one for him. He ended up being very happy. It worked out great with one we found, but we went on quite the journey. We had a good time.
What kind of goals do you have to finish up this year and going into the next year?
Biggest goal for me in the next year, and I want to get it done as soon as possible, is get my Michigan license as well. Living in Sylvania, I cut out a lot of what I could service north of me. So I'm working a lot of south of where I'm at. So that's number one. I want to also, the secondary goal to that, and it's kind of my far reach goal, is get to the 2.5 mil club for sales as far as that goes. I definitely had a good start from July to July. So it's a weird calendar for that, but good start to the fall and end of summer. So we're going to keep that momentum going, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. You got it. You can do it.
Thank you.
If you could start over today, I know you've been in it for a year. What's one thing that you would change right off the bat? Do you have anything that sticks out?
I would say I wish I need to regain the work ethic I had in the first 2 weeks of doing this. I think I was doing better then than I am now. And I've gotten to a point where I'm getting a good generation of leads, and I'm keeping busy, and I'm doing what I need to do to keep myself and family comfortable and stuff like that. So, I think regaining that work ethic honestly might be my best friend, because I would be unstoppable.
What are some things that you did in the beginning that maybe you're not doing now? Speaking of that work ethic, what's something that maybe you just kind of relaxed
honestly,
on?
I would say, and I think anyone would admit to this, it's cold calling, and not cold calling in the sense that you're just door knocking on people, people that don't know you. I could definitely be more engaged with my own community, my own neighborhood, stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that other agents do that I'm not doing, that definitely there's room for improvement every day. And I'm not the best I'm going to be right now, but I'm definitely looking forward to learning how to adjust that and make it good.
Awesome.
I like it.
Yeah. Do you have any business books that you've read?
The one that I most notable, I haven't finished it yet. I do Audible because I can't I can't pay attention to a book for more than 10 minutes. So,
Same here.
Mowing the lawn, doing whatever I'm doing, I'll have the Audible on. It was Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. Mm-hmm. It's a really good one. He's an ex-FBI agent, and he goes over negotiation tactics that he used when he did work for the FBI, and it's kind of, in a more aggressive scale because he's working with hostage situations most of the time, stuff like that. So, but really learning, the ways that he learns people without them knowing he's learning them, and really using that to his advantage to just really build that rapport and personalize with people like that.
Yep.
Perfect.
That's awesome. I like it.
Before we go today, do you have any advice for someone brand new to the industry? They're looking to get into real estate. What's one thing you could tell them?
I would say first, if you don't already have someone to work with or work for, check your options. This isn't a plug for Serenity, but I love where I work because of the support that we get. And Ivan Smith is a broker. He's an amazing person. He helped me out exponentially this year, more than I could even put into words. So really, find that right person. If it's not Serenity, if it's anyone else, I mean, see who you mesh with, see what fits right. Don't jump into a company just because someone's throwing split numbers at you and commissions and you can do this. Really dig deep and see who you want to be, where you want to go, and really find the right place. That's the biggest piece of advice.
That's awesome. I like it. How can people get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me. My phone number always available, 419-377-8800. I also have jwaynerealestate.com. That'll take you to a home search landing page I have set up. Really useful for home buyers, home sellers, anything like that. Facebook, www.facebook.com/jwaynerealestate. And then Instagram also is @jwaynerealestate. So it's I was lucky I got all of it to be the same.
Yeah.
So, real estate across the board. You can find me there, 419-377-8800.
I like it. That's awesome. Hey, thanks for coming on and sharing your story with us today.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me on. Anytime. Look forward to next.
Are these working?
All right.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go. I think that worked. Should we tell them?
Mine keeps falling. It doesn't like my voice.
What do we got to tell them?
Subscribe.
Subscribe. What do we got to point at it? Hey, I think there's a subscription button. Like
it might be there.
It might be right there too.
Somewhere.
Find
it. It's red.
Yeah. And it's blue. It's green. I don't really know.
It's a color.
This mic isn't even attached. Did you plug these in? Well, I guess.
I wonder if they can hear us.
Yeah, I wonder if they hear us. Well, we should probably tell them if they can hear us. We should probably tell them also give us a 5-star review if they're listening on Apple. That'd be cool.
5 stars, guys.
Share it with everybody they can think of.
We won't take 4 stars.
I mean, Taylor, I don't even think these are on. I mean,
I don't think this is working.
This is not working.